Hi students, it's me, Miss B. Today we're going to learn a little bit about independence and resilience. So let's get started. You may have heard of these before, but what do they really mean? Why are they important? And how can we work towards them? To help us think about these qualities, we're going to read a short story about the little boy and the butterfly. Once there was a little boy who loved caterpillars. One day he found one, took him home, and made a home for him. He watched the caterpillar every day, making sure he had plenty of food and water. One day, the caterpillar started creating a cocoon. Here, he would go through a metamorphosis and become a butterfly. This was so exciting, the little boy couldn't wait to see the butterfly. One day it happened. A small hole appeared in the cocoon, and the butterfly started to struggle to come out. The little boy was so excited. But then he noticed the butterfly was struggling so hard to get out, and it looked like the butterfly wasn't going to be able to break free. The little boy was so worried for the butterfly that he decided he had to help. He quickly got a pair of scissors and snipped the cocoon to make the hole bigger, and the butterfly quickly emerged. But the butterfly had a swollen body and small shriveled wings. The little boy sat and watched the butterfly, expecting that at any moment the wings would dry out, get bigger, and expand to support the swollen body. But it never happened. The butterfly spent the rest of its life crawling around with a swollen body and shriveled wings. It was never able to fly. Struggle. He then learned that the butterfly was supposed to struggle. In fact, the butterfly's struggle to push its way through the tiny opening of the cocoon pushes the fluids out of its body and into its wings. Without the struggle, the butterfly would never ever fly. The boy's good intention actually hurt the butterfly. This story can teach us a lot. We all struggle sometimes, and this can make us feel upset or powerless, angry, and just like the butterfly, our struggles are what make us stronger and help us to succeed. Like tying your shoe or riding a bike, all of those things were a struggle at some point in your life. However, now you probably have the mastery to do those things, meaning that you're able to tie your shoe no problem and you're able to hop on a bike no problem. But think back to the time when you were learning that. You certainly probably struggled. It didn't happen overnight. The learning pit. An example of a time we may struggle is when we're learning something new. So let me show you what the learning pit kind of looks like so you can get an idea of how that works. So here's the learning pit. I'm going to move my face so you can read this maybe. Oh, maybe I'll put it right here. Okay. So on the left-hand side, you can see learning something new up at the top. And so as you're working through it, you're trying to understand it. I don't understand this yet. It's confusing. This is challenging. I don't want to do this anymore. That's what learning feels like, right? And when you're at the bottom, that's when it's the hardest, and that's when you're ready to just throw in the towel and be done. However, if you put in the extra effort or the struggle and you keep trying and using your positive thoughts and attitudes, maybe if I do this, I'm starting to get it. I can try this. I can figure this out. And then you finally get to the concept in its entirety. If you're able to just leap from learning to the woohoo balloon, then it's not really learning, right? That's something you already have mastered, you already know, and there's no struggle to get there. So it's not learning. You just jump over. But working hard and trying hard are the two key ingredients here. Okay. Again, the learning pit can be shown in the form of steps. So as we progress, each thing has a step as we get to the top. So at the bottom you have that struggling, right? Everyone struggles at first, but like the butterfly, we have to push through it. And then you have the learning after the struggle. And by learning and taking on new knowledge, the problems we face will become easier. Working hard. The hard work to improve ourselves is up to us. No one else can do the hard work. So anybody can give you all the materials and all the things that you need, but the choice is yours to work really hard at accomplishing those goals. And then the last step after you've worked really, really hard is improving on that skill that you're trying to learn. So when we do all these things, we improve ourselves and eventually climb out of the pit with more knowledge, feeling stronger and more confident. Our struggle to learn the new thing ultimately makes you better. Makes sense, right? I know when you're in the pit, it's hard to see the end, but it's important to understand that there is an end. And that's what makes us resilient, is that hard work and to keep trying and solve the problems, create solutions to get to where we need to go, whatever your goal may be. All the things we've discussed are not just for schoolwork. They can help in all areas of life. Resiliency is one of the key components to being successful in life in all domains. Think about sports and sports people and how they struggle to train their whole careers, and it makes them stronger every single day. I think here's a short video about pushing on when things are difficult. And these athletes have trained their whole lives probably for this point. But he still crosses the, and he gets up, and he struggles, and he works hard to cross. In school, in sports, and in our everyday lives, we have struggles, lots of them. Learning from them and coming out stronger each time is the only way to get through and improve. Stay resilient, my friends.